All right, we come with the next on our program today. Of course, Nafola will talk to a very important personality within in our midst. Of course, somebody we don't serve at the highest level in our country. Of course, we not talk about any other person. We talk about the elected vice president of Sierra Leone, Alhaji Abu-Bakarr Sidique Soumana. Of course, it happened for day in the United States today, and we're able to catch up with him. So we give him as a quick interview on key issues in the country, and of course, this interview they come to now based on the request. Then we don't make as viewers all over the world. And so we not say you go stick around as we try for talk to His Excellency, the Vice President of Sierra Leone now. Hello, His Excellency. How you do, sir?
Fine, thank you. I do, Sheriff. How you do and how the program in the phone?
Everything they do fine. We're so delighted for talk to you. And of course, this talk will talk to you today now with viewers all over the world. Now they don't say, let's talk to Alhaji Soumana. It don't take small. We'll not talk to it. So how everything, how you family and everything?
Oh, well, by the grace of God Almighty, I thank God, thank you. Yeah, I well, my family well, and we're all there in peace.
Okay. And so about this time, now who side the family base? Now Ghana or now Sierra Leone?
Well, part of my family, me and my wife, of course, now we in Ghana, but the parents, specifically my mama and brothers and sisters, other members of my family in the Sierra Leone and other parts of the world.
Okay, that's good. And so we see say you did in the United States today, and of course we don't see say inside the US you get a very important international award. Award way they not they just give to an ordinary person like that. So you go on for tell with viewers then small waiting at this award where you received at the US.
Well, as you say, I don't think since last Saturday. I've received a letter, notice while I did Accra, Ghana, that I changed nations and organization, a non-profit organization, really recognize individuals across the world for the good things that they do for their community. The name go, I changed nations. They write a letter of recognition or notice to me that they select me as the Person of the Year for West Africa. So they come last Saturday to receive the award in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Right. And so we understand say this kind of award here now a global award where not to any kind person no more that they give to. Waiting at the specific reason we then give you this kind of award here.
Well, you're very correct. I changed nations to operate all over the world. In fact, at this year's summit, there were vice presidents from the various countries who were present. People there of corporate background, people of political background, also people who come from as far as India, Fiji, they all been there for participate at this occasion. The Chain Nation being come on for make them recognize what the people they do at the world. And specifically zero on me that for my contribution towards peace. You know that some parts of Africa, similar thing will happen to me, to them, do otherwise. But for me, I just not for go that route, but for make sure say I give peace a chance to the people of Sierra Leone. Right. And when President Nkrumah been unconstitutionally removed me from office, I say Sierra Leone big pass me, a big pass you all. So I decided to go to court, unlike for make do like we other people don't do. So the mistake of President Nkrumah, me not going to beat that because I love my country.
Right. And so, His Excellency, talking about the court, that now the ECOWAS court, after when the Supreme Court don't pass judgment on that case, they will cite the president unconstitutionally sack you from the office of vice president. You decide to take the case to the ECOWAS court. Now, you go able for give a status of who side that case done they now at this point?
Well, the case, a Sierra Leone case, not so for me alone, because when the people of Sierra Leone been given the mandate for govern from 2007 to 2012, and further go on for giving another mandate 2012 to 2017. Well, with that, President Nkrumah violates the mandate of the people in Guinea of Sierra Leone by removing the vice president who they vote for, when Soumana. But not to me alone, but now the people of Sierra Leone, then right President Nkrumah violates by acting otherwise against Article 5 of the Constitution, which is sovereignty belongs to the state. So by doing that, myself say, I know say the court of Sierra Leone, the Supreme Court, the rules say President Nkrumah not get right or do that, but according to their opinion, that made the rules the president get right. So by that, there's responsibility now for interpret the law, not to forgive their opinion.
Right.
So myself, since I will not take oath of office and I love my country, so I decide for go and the ECOWAS court for seek redress and bring back justice to the people of Sierra Leone.
And so, yes, go ahead.
At this point, wait, the question, let's say background I give you. At this point now, the case in the ECOWAS court will not make 2 appearances, and the first one, unfortunately, the Attorney General will be say it will protect Nkrumah. Unlike the people of Sierra Leone, they say it will protect Nkrumah by air, land, and sea. Unfortunately, not show up. Instead, write a very vague letter. Talk say ECOWAS not get the mandate for looking into a case so the Supreme Court don't look. Forgetting the fact that me being pursued a human rights case at the ECOWAS court, and that Sierra Leone signatory to the ECOWAS treaty, wherein observe economic and human rights issues recently during the tenure of Nkrumah. So because of that, when they're not show up, now be an embarrassment to the nation as a whole. This is what is run a court, a shame for my country that an Attorney General can go so low. And I decided to say, well, this one I will go for bring back dignity to the people of Sierra Leone. And by the 22nd of this month, November, God will give verdict on the case.
Wow, the 22nd of this month. And so, His Excellency, one area they were always very sensitive. The Attorney General and Minister of Justice now the country were supposed to understand the laws of Sierra Leone with Constitution. If in talk say case where the Supreme Court of Sierra Leone don't look into, the ECOWAS court not get right for look further into that case there. So, like how you talk, Sierra Leone have been part of the arrangement for let ECOWAS go they look into individual countries' cases. Is that true?
Yes. Sierra Leone is signatory to the ECOWAS treaty.
Okay. So basically, I don't know what to make way the Attorney General and Minister of Justice go talk like that one day. But anyway, we know say plenty case where Sierra Leoneans they don't take na the ECOWAS court. The APC government have always refused to go to the ECOWAS court for able stand for them cases and so you know to the new one.
Definitely.
So by default, they are going to lose this case. Well, there are plenty people and they
not to lose, then they restore dignity to Sierra Leone.
Right, they are going to I know, I like it that way. So plenty people that they talk say, oh, this Maya so you don't go ask for $210 million for say neither for PM for the psychological damage, the physical damage would cause them, and where any other government inherit governance in Sierra Leone, I didn't get for pay that money there. So I want for me you clarify to me today, is this issue about money or is it about setting a precedent in the country?
Well, thank you very much. This is a very good question. For me, I know the condition of the country.
Right.
And I know exactly after waiting caused the war because of one great man in grievance, it leads me to a senseless war.
Right.
This is not an issue of money. For me, now not a primary issue. Now for restore dignity back into Sierra Leone. Now that news was for we all at the end of the day, which is very close to me for now. But when we come to that point, then I will get a message for the people there. The money not the primary issue for me. The issue is the Sierra Leoneans then for being able for no say that nobody not above the law. Now today you go do and you get away with that. If the Supreme Court can act like a kangaroo court by under duress then give a unfair judgment, well, thank God we get the ECOWAS court and other international court there because it can seek redress. So if other countries that may attempt something like this before, the own Supreme Court inside West Africa, the Supreme Court ruled against the president at that time. Why we for Sidique allow a dictator and a skroma to get away with this? I take oath of office. I use the Quran as take an oath of office, and I take as sacred. So I will always remain bellicose or protect and uphold the dignity of the Sierra Leone Constitution, we would have been given mandates for. Right. So based on that, that I look at that the principal issue, not the issue of money.
Right.
I know the economic predicament of the country. I have served as vice president. I know the headaches we will get. So the money not the primary issue here. Now the principle where they behind and say, and the Soumana will come say again, grab no more, let's say, now them first 10 days there, where he always can admire. But let it take action, there is something that happen. And the man that's the nerves again, when the at one time in office, while I done the out of office, he called the local executive there, APC and members, party steward, senior party steward of the APC. He threatened them, telling them that he don't say that they connive against in third term ambition, and that they meet in the old and the old. He said, if they tell them, say, if they know, if they intend not to do to Soumana, and anyone by the venture, he will kill the person, he bury him, and drink champagne by his grave. And the Soumana said that, and I have proof right now in the office, the state office, inside the state house. You can imagine, let us talk so carelessly. He said that. So if they bluff with that, we have to stop to run. Sierra Leone don't need a dictator.
Right. Well, you know, His Excellency, plenty of people that they talk say you're not a very lucky man. Because when people then look at the history of the APC, most of them vice presidents, they either then put them in jail or they kill them. And so you happen for they alive today, you get your freedom, you did talk fine. So people then say you get luck for even they alive. And so plenty other people that can talk say this is not a very personal issue between you and the president. They say this issue where they between una and not get nothing for do with the development of Sierra Leone. So the way where they talk now, is it about that one a personal issue or you are talking in the interest of Sierra Leone as a country?
Once I would say not a personal issue, it might be personal issue. I've always let in time of office end, they have take a civil summon against them. This is now something of national interest.
Right.
Now national interest, like I don't say earlier, now for restore the dignity of the country where and it's going to rip the constitution. So based on that, I know we'll take that and I will always fight for my country until the last blood drop. Because at the time where the war not been done, we didn't come back to Sierra Leone or be part of the socio-economic activities of we country. I give all I able forgive. I just after towards the end of the war, I've been in Sierra Leone. I did it from 2000, year 2000, until the time, until today. I left America, I left the comfort zone, and I go back home for see until I go up on where the remnants of the rebels have been dead. So definitely, this is not an issue of a personal issue, a national issue, because Kuruma na constitution is violate.
Right.
So it is not a one-man business. The national constitution violates. So it's not an exception to the rule. Right. Igbo coerce the judges there. And I know the judges they act under duress. So because of that, we have to take the action and tell the man, say, you are only elected president. You don't own Sierra Leone. Right. So it's personal. It's a national issue.
Right. It's national. And so, His Excellency, you know, posting prior to becoming the Vice President of Sierra Leone, you don't live in places like United States. Now you go college. You know how the systems they work. And they say the Sierra Leone Constitution, they be right and based on the American Constitution. But the difference here is that in the Sierra Leonean Constitution, now the president now they appoint judges to the Supreme Court and a get right for to fire them or influence their decisions. And so if you happen for be president today, you feel say that not a fair thing where they inside the constitution, or you go overturn them for make sure say if a Supreme Court they not that bench day for life, they not get for worry about in judge, in job, nobody not get for influence in decision. Is that something you are looking at doing if you become president of the country?
First of all, we have to take a holistic look at the Constitution. Like when the Constitutional Review Committee done the work, I think say Kuruma for don't try to take that credit there and make sure that it goes through, and then we do put the right things in place. And the committee, the Constitutional Review Committee, do a very good job. Although some of the areas that we and Kuruma not comfortable with, we don't know why they don't do that. When I become president of Sierra Leone, post March 7, 2018, the Constitutional Review Committee effort not will be wasted. We will look at that. Not only that, even to the parliamentary standing orders, we will be revisited, because what we get there is almost like a one-party system. We forbid a democratic state. Look at what happened inside the APC system. Can you imagine this day and age? Now they go get, say, lifetime chairman of a party, like communist state. Can you imagine one person and the graph you go appoint a flag bearer and run a bit? That's ridiculous. It makes me look funny in the eyes of the international world. You left that in a communist system. But this day and age in a democratic state, we therefore do things we therefore affect the status quo of the country. So if a party they go into governance, it should be a responsible party, a party where they look into the affairs of the state and protect the interests of everyone, irrespective of the color. So a democratic system who we adhere to, it will be respected. So for me, some of the areas then, not only the judge then, that are just one. Several areas then, the way the Constitutional Review Committee are looking to, we will look at her and then we have enforce her.
Right. And so, you're not a person where you work closely with the president, His Excellency Dr. Abu-Bakarr. Man, I be your friend, I be your confidant, you're into the talk closely. You know, the relationship is very cozy between you and Into prior to the 2007 elections and even after that. You know, plenty of people then they wonder, what happened between you and the president? Why this relationship suddenly goes sour so? What happened, sir?
Well, that's a $1 question. For me, it gets in own ways, but definitely the principal issue now because they want a third term, we are not agree to. I'm missing another subscribe to that. That is the whole thing. But before that, I know Nama will get in ways. I will tell you, one of the ministers, the senior minister, one day, you know, he tell me, this minister tell me, say, Soumana, you work with Ernest Kuruma over 6 months on another club, you deserve a medal. I said, that two people they make club. I said, two people they make club. So when we did, he always knows it. Now one captain they run the boat. So I accept that the president. President. You know? So I tell them if you go to the market, we can know something there. We make back, they say, I am the president. I say, yes, I know that.
You know, they get for constantly remind you.
It's just like somebody come out of sleep slumber. And they say, I'm the president. I say, yes, I know. So when they don't talk, I'm the president. He said, well, I am the vice president. Very interesting, man.
So now to get for the remind each other about our positions, you know, for
well, you know, time and again, the man they tell me, they tell me, I am the president, I'm the president. So I need to bring that to your attention. Say, I am the vice president. You know.
So knowing the man that you know, the time where he don't sack you, plenty Sierra Leoneans all over the world and demonstrate against that decision day. And so, based on your knowledge of him, you feel say he been care about them demonstrations than they or not?
You see, if you got one thing very clear, you know, I work with Kuruma closely. One of his common statements is that when something happens at Salon, the media now only 2 weeks all in London.
Okay.
They get this one very wrong. Right. So this time you get it wrong. So if it feels the way you do that, it will just go over like that. Try to do all kinds of things to hurt me, but I'm not getting that opportunity today. Me stay focused and do what I'm supposed to do. So when you don't do it, the people of Sierra Leone say, the man, he don't disrespect the country. Not to me alone, and the entire country. So but that also reflects to the first question where he say, if not for me or not for the country. So you don't see, say, not for the country, not for Soumana.
Wow, definitely, of course.
Well, bring that back to your previous question. You asked me, not for me or country. So by the country, demonstrating out in the diaspora, it tells you it's the country. It's just because it's Soumana, it could have been you.
Right. It's just difficult, you know, to swallow some of these things when they go on, you know, how things happen at the country, you know. And so, His Excellency, so now there is we don't get a lot of information about what you plan for do next with the Able Coalition for Change. And so, when Sierra Leoneans then go see you, because the first time when you go Sierra Leone, it's like a large crowd of people in Sierra Leone be ready for receive you, you know, na kono all side. So when are you going to come back, go back to the country and for present yourself so that you will begin work as a politician?
Well, at the moment, me organization of a party, of a movement, they in works. Then they the Coalition for Change, and both in Sierra Leone and the diaspora. Okay. I mean, when I go for register the last time in April, I tell the people and say, I will go for bring back dignity to the people of Sierra Leone. So after the judgment on November 22nd, then I will go to Sierra Leone for be fully involved into the campaigning, which they already go on.
Okay, so definitely. So basically, I mean, you say you wait for the decision of the court, you know, the ECOWAS, then you go back. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So definitely, people they look forward to that. And so, you know, His Excellency, you not been a second generation APC member because of what you and Papa then do inside the APC. Now, looking at that political party, the time where una papa them be the inside, all the way to the time where some of una join, and looking at the convention which take place in Makini, wherein, you know, the presidential candidate was handpicked by either the president or very few people then at the top. you feel say this not the same APC way when a papa dem dey inside, or the APC don't change now?
To start with, as I feel for them elders of the APC party, which still alive, we then risk everything and in life for bring APC into governance. But we only study them, which they go through, and other parents are which they go through. This I know today, Usai Shaka still in the trouble even in grave. I know say Mukhtar Kale in the trouble and Usai in grave.
Right.
But the ones that were there, they are alive. Elders of the party, the senior members of the party, the veterans, where some of them, we been did the time way NRC drive for take away the leadership which Shaka Stevens win the election, then go to Guinea for say well they said no agree. Then risk their lives. Activities will lead to that, they can describe later. But then very people them, still some of them still they alive. For see today, waiting them don't work so hard for, without consulting with them. Just go single-handedly. Yeah. If they do that, I have some disrespect to them.
Definitely.
You know, this kind of APC now, where they can be lifetime chairman. So some people are now for waiting who operate and take the bread and butter from the table of make APC, it is disheartening. You know?
Yeah, it is very disheartening.
They are not happy. And if they cannot speak out, I can put this in the public domain now, say they are not happy. Because I know how they feel. I know exactly how they feel disrespected by Ernest Koroma.
And so, what's in your own personal knowledge of Dr. Samura Kamara? Of course, they talk now as a Sierra Leonean citizen, somebody back where we don't get the opportunity for work with them and there. What's in your knowledge of him?
Well, Samura na a friend. I will not write down. When me and Ernest Koroma they go with issues, Samura Kamara na one person away, big effort for resolver. This is true.
Okay.
And to a point, one day he can't tell me. He say, you know what I say? This man, I don't tire for talk to him. Forget about that. And I know in proactive statement that to me personally, all things are will tell me. But Samura Kamara, he said, well, a whole issue of being in the ABC, history in the ABC very, very short. But Ernest Koroma, now you know best why make it say that the one out of all the 20-something people that we invite for the leadership of the APC.
Right. Now then the insane one, right. Definitely.
You know what my parents will say? No, I don't say that in the public domain.
Okay.
What's in a pussy on power, which is a dog has an issue.
Right. Right. And so, you know, plenty of people that they talk say, it no matter who that win the next election, but they don't want to let APC they not power anymore. It no matter whether na you, whether na Mada Bio, na Kande Yonkela, all the other, you know, flag bearer or presidential candidates. They say it don't matter who that win panel, but APC for they out. If you been happen for the inside APC, how you go feel if people in the make statements like those?
If you look at the leadership of Ernest Koroma, I'm not a brag, but the first 5 years, we now all see how we do. We do very well, not so?
Yes, definitely.
You agree with me?
I agree with you totally.
And the second 5 years, because of waiting it start for do, things that we do, we may not agree to. Not only the political ambition or other things, well, now we could fall apart. And if you been listening, he's older than me. Sometimes I tell him, I say, you can see the way, so I can give me your advice. He advise me, I advise her. So some of them things that if you not been allow himself to be surrounded by have the simple fans there. And then they listen to advice. You know, for the party today, nobody know for say they can't say they want change. Because people fed up now. Say, and the Scrubber can say they come a new APC. We all believe in her. We follow her. This new APC we come with now. All man wants to say, I don't know if yesterday APC and today APC, which one they want for talk about. But we know say this new APC say they come with. It disappoints the people. So obviously, the second phase of returning in office, which acts otherwise against me, then they got exposed exactly to the owner all why some Soumana and the Soumana fall apart.
Right.
So ask me earlier, say, waiting at prison. Now you said the start of telling me about
some of the reasons, right?
You answer the questions.
Yes. And so, let's talk about the Ebola crisis where it take place in the country. Of course, one part you drive have been get affected by the disease, he die. They use yourself, quarantine yourself. And so people then sorry for winning at that country. They send money in the country for fight the disease. Sierra Leone became the epicenter of the disease. Then suddenly we hear say about $14 million of that money they disappear. We don't know who side go. Take today. In fact, at that 10 day with reports they come up from the Auditor General, where all man as Sierra Leone and abroad be one for being eager for let we know who side that money they go. Now that time way you expel one from the APC, you sack one from the government, just for distracting identity and they all happen. So we want to ask you today, because you serve at the second highest in the Sierra Leonean public life in the country. What are your knowledge of how the government may handle the management of the Ebola crisis in the country?
Well, to start with, me as Vice President, the Office of the Vice President, and they serve as the chair for the National Platform for Disaster Management. And the issue of disaster management, they under the Office of National Security. As chairman of the platform, National Platform for Disaster Management, we will not get few disasters before, be it fire, be it flooding, mudslide, or in some other areas on minor scale, and also some other related pollution that will take place. I do the best, and I thank God at one point, the administrative assistant to then Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, he will Sierra Leone purposely, he will appreciate me, acknowledge me for what I do. So I will do the best in that area, they talk with international partners. But when this Ebola issue come up, and the Scrumman decides if we're going to office, and even tell the director, national coordinator, ONS, and say, anything concern Ebola, let them not go to my office again. My office there for work. So, and maybe the advisor, again, when they go on CNN, they ask her, Mr. President, if we have to go back 1 year from now, what are the things that we for don't do? They say, well, if we don't quarantine that particular district, they not so they say.
Right, we hear that.
Well, let me tell you this time, my brother, and for the rest of Sierra Leone, I get proof that I had suggested that, and even for what sensitize the people, and I discriminate on budge. So when they go sit down at national television, international television, they talk say, if we don't do that, too little, too late. Well, not comprehend that early, they tell her. Maybe the message was right, but the messenger was wrong.
Right, definitely, yes. And so, Mr. Vice President, we self now so can see anytime where crisis don't happen at Sierra Leone, would they see people them? Yes.
Let me tell you this. If an exclamation challenge at all, I got proof in text messages where I would send that to the people of Sierra Leone. not too far from now.
Definitely. Yes, we will be so delighted as journalists for Leo getting
9 casualties out of 15 casualties out of Kailam district. I get the proof.
Right. Okay. And so some of we will be very delighted for get access to that kind of information, and not because we want to vilify anybody, but for let the Sierra Leonean people know what's in the happen inside the government. I think say that one is very, very important. And so people that they talk say if that $14 million not be for loss, they say, at least up to 4,000 Sierra Leoneans they know for don't die as a result of that Ebola crisis day. So you get any idea who said that money been go?
I don't tell you say. I say and the scroll president not going to my office there, but I really collect the money now. You see on national television, not so?
Yeah, we say they see anytime when something happen, now the president will they see directly they receive check them. Right.
And that made the man is a bit one.
Yes, definitely. I mean, so when I not be set up, apart from your office, it not be set up any other office, even if you want to take away from you, but at least with the expensive for don't set up another office for manage the receiving of the money that will come in. So no office not be set up.
But once you come to the money, the office there for Karen. Yes. Wow. The administrative team na Karen go on a day for doing. But the money on that right for Karen. Wow. So that's what they do.
Wow.
So who's that $40 million go because me not to my own business. Instead of the Karen office, they don't come to me. Women at the national platform chairman. Right. But when you come around you, it's a Ebola now. So one day, I asked myself, before everybody appointed the Minister of Defense for the Ebola thing, I said, this man, the all and the work under me as my platform chair. But now that it happened, do you want me to edit? He said, no, look, to let them report to me. Let them report to me. No report to you. And the report.
Oh my God.
So I know nothing but couple. So I don't people their money. Not to me no know nothing but that.
So time can come where you can personally blame yourself for anything where you do wrong to the people of Sierra Leone. Why should they in that office? Maybe you not communicate well to the people that for me they understand what be they go on at the vice president office, what be the relationship between you and the president that the Sierra Leonean people they deserve for no, time can come where you can think like that.
Of course, you there's one thing very clear. The vice president's office, according to the constitution, on minus the police council, until the president will give or do, there you go. Sometime in this, in fact, it will overgo official function there. It will decide not for go. Before me, the president, the candidate, they will call the minister, they go. And they say, unless don't give the social minister for go keynote address. Me go there again, I don't go. So I can just stay back without communicating. So for far too long, we do that. Some people can blame me, say, I've been too lenient, etc. But definitely, loyalty not to crime. Forgive respect not to crime. But when you don't respect somebody, then the person push you to the corner. So a point, when a nation issue, so sometimes I will blame myself, say, maybe I've been too over respectful to an Nkrumah. But I can say to myself, I'm upbringing. Me, na chief picking, chief host I grew up. Patana side. But when all of that they happen, we respect law and we respect authority. And the first rule of power is never you outshine your boss.
Yes.
So I've been there as a deputy. And a whole other deputy business, the vice president give you a spare tire.
Forever use you when on
it. A spare tire.
Oh my God.
You see, because it creates a double offices there, now office, even to ministers there. You see the Minister of Social Welfare, they get another one again, Presidential Aid Social Welfare, Gender Affairs, I mean. They get Minister of Youth, they get Presidential Aid Youth Affairs, they get Youth Commission. So for just ordinarily they just increase the wage bill. We tell and say, why all these repetitive offices?
But this now autocracy, so you can get everything inside State House, you know?
Yeah. It's if man tell me, he said everything stop at my desk here. Yeah. Not a democratic figure, because he make the parliament a rubber stamp parliament. The judiciary, he interfere there. So now all that now the misrule and the effect in time of office.
But then you feel say the behavior is typical of an SLPP leader like Shaka Stephen way past, because they say after the 19.
APC, not the SLP.
Oh, APC. I'm so sorry. Yes. So because plenty of people that they talk say after the APC began the country began for declare the one-party state, they say APC directly interfere into the works of the civil service and the judicial system. And so now that make way Shaka Stephen, but they do, certain things that they interfere, how the courts they work, how the police then they do their job. So, and it's by Kroma in behavior, is it similar to that?
You see, one thing we have to observe, democracy, young now we community, we country, we nations. But Shaka Stephen days, there was very, very, very young democracy. And the exposure of the world today, not entirely that end. We have to observe, respect something or recognize one thing.
Right.
Democracy, now a borrowed culture or style of leadership. We don't used to kings, chiefs, now we domain, now we country. So adopting another style of leadership, it takes time to understand it properly.
Right.
So Shaka Stevens in time now land of the land democracy. The things that we do, we're not going to be saying repeater again in this day and age.
Right.
So if an Escromadi go and do certain things, when I say Shaka Stevens in the at then colonial days there, as we would labor, and imagine how much we don't in the age of technology.
Right.
And all the transformation will not take place.
Social media and all of that.
Important thing again in governance will take place. The issue of decentralization. Decentralization, the international partners then work with so that we decentralize governance.
Right.
So when that don't happen, but we don't come back again, we don't see hybrid ultra day in those days, and then it become very strong. So we don't have we re-establish centralization. That now for we make sure say governance we will take on to the people. But Kuruma in your style re-centralized. For instance, back Solomon Vera, the predecessor, in watch we only don't do about 21, 22 areas will be decentralized out of 83. When I come in, I increase that to 48 areas. And it's Kuruma start for re-centralize some of them. So when you look at that, not to say a APC issue, now the individual, when you respect the constitution, and you will go by that. So if you respect the constitution on what you do in terms of illegally removing the vice president, that tells you the type of dictatorship what the man wants. Kuruma go ahead or go and decentralize activities of ministries. Bring them back as state out. What's at the point when there is an interministerial committee chaired by the vice president, the act is there. Instead, and Kuruma go ahead or say, let the councils and mayors and let them sign performance contract to run. But you go allow the people to let them operate according to the act. Or pass the can sign performance contract to you again. The anomalies in his style of leadership.
Well, anyway, so we don't see plenty videos them where they come out about how much you people them na kono, how much they like you. The people that like you na kono so much, and not only kono, people that Sierra Leoneans they're all over the world because of the kind of peace where you keep, the way where you respond to all the provocations from the APC and from the president, the way where you don't handle the whole issue up to this time. And so the people of Kono then send we a message for let pass on to you for say they want for know which time you dey go visit them, which time you dey go meet them for let una sit don't talk.
Well, not only the people of Kono, this will come from the entire country. But like I said earlier, I will not say after the verdict, then I will go back and Sierra Leone. So the people then, I did in touch with people then, and this not only for Kono, but for the entire country. Because what I do, the sacrifice where I make, like what you say, I don't make them for Kono. I do them for Sierra Leone. Right. Or say, when an Escroman misbehave, I don't react because of Kono. I react, the way I react, now because of Sierra Leone. When the war began, not to put on the effect no more, not to carry down no more effect, and the entire Sierra Leone effect. And if somebody will act carelessly or recklessly, like what others do, will go that way or behave that way.
All right. And so, Mr. Vice President, people that they all over the world and they watch you right now as they speak. And so, with regards to everything where you don't talk and waiting they go on at Sierra Leone now, March 7, 2018, we're going to forget presidential, parliamentary, and local council elections in the country. Waiting will be your specific message to Sierra Leoneans all over the world right
now? Fellow Sierra Leoneans, I just have, I tell you thank you for the mandate that we gave in 2007 and 2012. Unfortunately, for the obstruction of an Escroman, I not be able to do the rest from rest of the time where he misbehaved. Fauna, because it disrespects una. Now una give the responsibility, but he misbehave to we all. I want to tell una that waiting happen, I make a sacrifice. Because indeed, some people they may want when this thing may happen, make I say I not agree. And the next step, when we want not violence, then we want for reversal. But I say we contribute past me. For if not from your individual satisfaction, the peace and quiet we will need, we will be the foundation for development. La agiuna. Make una not run again like we una run yesterday because of police and others. Make una not go turn refugees in another man country again. Una suffer too much. Poverty in the country. So me, Soumana, I've been sacrificing myself for una peace and quiet. For una focus on what una able to do. For get una daily bread. For put una begin in a school and go manage everything and they do. This time around, I come back. For let una give me a chance for now I complete waiting una may ask me for do. I know say not only one, but indeed for waiting I don't provide, waiting I don't show to una. How I tolerate all issues that we meet face me. How I remain humble to una. How I endure everything just for the peace and quiet of Sierra Leone citizens there. I say to una, this is the time that we all come together. For put the country before, which is the nation first, in order to bring a positive change under the coalition for change for a better Sierra Leone. This I ask of una. We all work together and bring that needful change for we serve and we begin there by putting nation first and correction 2018.
All right, and so me with them now the elected vice president of Sierra Leone, Alhaji Abu-Bakarr Sidique Soumana. Of course, he talked to we today from Maryland or Washington D.C. area. Of course, one for tell you plenty thank you, His Excellency, for your time and the wisdom and the knowledge we don't share with we, and that we they look forward to your next step in politics in Sierra Leone. Sierra Leoneans, they look forward to you. So one for say a lot of thanks to you for everything, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, and I always are available for your interviews.
All right,
thank you for the good job and for your role you play for the development and awareness of the country. God bless you also.
Thank you very much, sir.
Welcome.